Dante is the new ruler of Skyblock. He imposes strict rules such as you can only eat dark chocolate, Wi-Fi cuts out on all odd minutes, and songs all end one line early, never being completed. Truly, it is hell. But I am on a quest to save us. The only way to end this torment is to become the mayor myself. If I manage to gain enough votes, I can take over and save the world. I'll also change the national anthem to Crazy Frog. Wait no, Dies Irae, to scare everyone. To find out how I'm going to win, I need to first analyze my enemy. A wise man once said, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. That was Kung Fu Panda, I think. Dante, my enemy, the new mayor of Skyblock. He showed up overnight and took over, leaving no one with a choice. But he made one fatal mistake. I have a way to beat him. I know a sacred art that has been forgotten to most humans. I read books! You see, the name Dante isn't randomly chosen. It's a reference to the 14th century book Dante's Inferno, a tale of a man who travels down through the 9 circles of hell. If I use this book as a guide, maybe I can find Dante's weakness, but I can't do it alone. I need you to help me. There is an underground base for the resistance in Skyblock. We are planning to take down Dante. We just need a leader. So far, Technoblade is at the top with 100,000 votes, and I have 6. So as soon as I'm top, I will win this war. For now, I descend into hell. Before we make it to the first layer, we have to pass through the gates of hell. Here there is a message of warning. It's written in Italian, but is thought to translate to, abandon all hope, those who enter. But it turns out that's wrong. It actually translates to, a band of tall blokes, Dave Grohl's Fender. This is actually where the first heavy metal band came from. Past this, we reach the Anti-Inferno. This place isn't quite hell, it's just above it, and it's reserved for people who in life couldn't make decisions. Here they are forever chased by vipers and wasps, forcing them into action. In the Skyblock world, this is represented by players who grapple around the Skyblock hub for hours at a time. They have 15 different things they could be working on, leveling skills, building farms, upgrading minions, but instead they just run around doing fake parkour with their grapples and godpods, never deciding what to actually do. Moving down, we reach the first real layer of hell. Limbo. This is for virtuous pagans, people who lived good lives but rejected God. The equivalent God of Skyblock would have to be the developers, and the people who reject them are the ones who quit the game. They played the game during early updates but didn't like the new overpowered God potions and pets. Instead of complaining about it all, they simply left. They wander eternally, without physical torture, but with a sadness that they are so close to heaven and can never reach it. Kinda like being 6'6" and getting dunked on by a 5-foot man. Before my ego is hurt too much, we descend into the second layer. Lost. Since the further we go down, the worse the punishments are, this book says that adultery is the least bad crime you can commit. Spoilers, but the next one is overeating, so eating cheesecake is worse than cheating. In fact, the punishment on this level is that you get blown around by strong winds through the air. You get to fly! Every human's dream ever. Since, luckily, there isn't an in-game version of Lost in Skyblock, this level is reserved for one dude. Whoever made this, you made fan art of a female block character, what the fuck? Gluttony. The third circle is for those who had addictions to food, alcohol, and other substances, valuing them over their fellow man. They are in an endless storm which rains mud and human organs, with gigantic worms feasting on them. Exactly how your grandparents say they had to get to school each day. In Skyblock terms, this is where the people who buy booster cookies go. They use real-world money to buy these in-game snacks, even though it makes the game less balanced. Disgusting. Be like me, who buys them off the black market, benefiting from other people doing real work. Greed. Now we are getting to some serious crimes and serious punishments. Remember, this is all for a grand goal. I must rule Skyblock to save everyone from Dante. I just need 100,000 more votes. Come on, people! The members of the fourth circle spend their life either overspending or oversaving money. They are forced to roll boulders at each other, knocking into one another. And I don't know about you, but that sounds kind of fun actually. I'd start watching TV again if there was Extreme Boulder Battle Saturday Night starring John Cena! And who is this in Skyblock? Of course, auction flippers and bazaar flippers. Their entire goal is just to have a bunch of money so they can throw it around and have even more money. You have 1 billion coins in iron ingots. Spend it on something, please. Even something dumb. Get 20,000 zombie minions and fill your island. I don't care, just stop hoarding it. Anger. Dante continued to the 5th circle and confronted the boatman Phlegias. What kind of name is that? I had to read this entire thing to give you guys the summary, which means I had to read stupid things like Phlegias. That's a hell of my own. No offense to that one Phlegias that watches my videos. Anyway, this circle is for those who lived in rage all their life. Now they are forced to battle forever on the river Styx, an endless sea battle. So they get to play Assassin's Creed Black Flag in real life. These punishments are getting pretty lame, but what kind of Skyblock player would live in rage, complain about not getting something, constantly do the same thing over and over even though they get mad about it? 30 votes, wait no, he's next. Dungeon runners. They'll run 100 floor 7s and be angry the whole time just to maybe get a glowing stick. Circle 6, Heresy. Heretics defy God, they reject his teachings and willingly break his rules. They are sent to sit in flaming tombs, and the Skyblock player that goes here, the one that complains about the devs' changes is... You, everyone who watches YouTubers, you're worshipping false idols instead of the developers. You all deserve Circle 6. Alright, let's move on to Circle 7.
Release me! I don't belong here!
Wait, what's that?
Oh, hello. Welcome to hell. I am...
An ad salesman! You got Netflix? My favorite show is Michael Bolton's big sexy Valentine's Day special. Sadly, in some countries, including hell, it's region blocked, and that's why I use Surfshark to watch it as much as I want, which is a lot. I've been sent to the Circle of Heresy because my deals seem too good to be true. Have you been sinning on your computer? Use Surfshark to stop hackers, governments, and demons from stealing your data. I bet you don't even know what data means. It's just been thrown around in tech ads, so here's a quick lesson.
Data is everywhere. It has a robust aroma. Children with poorer grades cost $4.95.
So that's why Dota is so important. But you can get 83% off with code SOUP, because everything is soup, it's a reference. And a 30-day money-back guarantee, which means if you don't get laid with Michael Bolton's big sexy Valentine's Day special, you get your money back. Wait, no, I can't say that. I also can't threaten to send a shark to eat you, but then why is it named that? Okay, well I'm off to bathe in fire. Use coupon code SOUP. Violence. The Circle of Violence is split into 3 sections. The first is violence against others. You know the stabby dudes? Turns out people don't like being stabbed, and as punishment they're sent to have awkward conversations like, hey, how you going? Yeah, good, how about you? Yeah, can't complain. Yep. Then, 15 minutes later, you realize they were your waiter and you're supposed to be ordering food. This is the fate of all those who use Frozen Scythe to farm zealots. You deserve this, don't argue. For violence against yourself, you get turned into a tree, so that's weird. For violence against God, the hackers and the dupers of the game, the punishment here is being totally sick, bro. Hell yeah, rage against the machine, dude, screw the system. And this. Fraud. The 8th circle of hell, the last one before we reach the devil himself. Here lies all the liars of the world. With all different and unique punishments, these are those who say they're about to quit Skyblock in the chat so bid on their items, but they were never quitting, you just got scammed. We approach the deepest level, we are almost ready to find Dante's greatest weakness. Treachery. The final circle of hell. Here lies betrayers. If you betrayed your friends, family, or country, you are encased in ice, with only your head left free. As you make your way to the center of hell, you see Satan, a 3-headed creature with wings that eternally blow freezing gusts of wind. But what might surprise you most is that the center of hell is actually an EDM dance club. The other 8 circles were just the bouncers to this exclusive rave. If you betrayed players by backpack scamming, you get free drinks. If you betrayed the devs by leaking updates, you get the VIP lounge. If you betrayed your friends with co-op scams, you own the dance floor. Keep up those dance moves, Lucy. Oh, that was fun. Finally made it through hell. And after all that, I applied the lessons I learnt. I never committed another sin. And finally, I have 39 votes. Let me just do some calculations. Yep, 39 is less than 120,000. What went wrong? I learnt every sin. I avoided them all. Did I miss something? I mean, there are 2 more books where Dante goes to Purgatory and Paradise, but they get about as much attention as the Jaws sequels. Did you even know there was a Jaws 2 and 3? Fine, I have one more chance, one more final tactic to win this race. To start my new plan, everyone subscribe to me so I get 7 million in the next 2 days. Then I'll have a larger fan base than Techno. I'll give cookies door to door that cost 1 mayor vote. I'll sacrifice or just vote for 2 NFG, I guess. I mean, my name is too hard to spell anyway.